And now let's go to Grand Central Station for the Oyster Frenzy. It's the 14th annual Grand Central Oyster Frenzy here at the iconic Oyster Bar in New York City. This is an all-day event featuring professional oyster shucking contest as well as competitive eating, and we have leading chefs who will be showcasing their culinary talents. With us, Noka, the winner of the beard shucking master shucker. Tell us your secret.
No secret, just a speed, 1, 2, 3, enjoy it, and here you go, para bim boom. This is the fourth one in the row. I work in the behind the bar, oyster bar, and the floor too. He trained me.
So you open a lot of beer.
Probably, yes, I do have one.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much, really appreciate it. There you go, thank you.
Sorry?
UN. Let's give a big hand for
This recipe is a salad of endive and radicchio that has pan-fried oysters on top, and the oysters have been coated in breadcrumbs with a little bit of hazelnut in it, and then they're served with a vinaigrette, a red wine vinaigrette that has also some hazelnut oil in it, and then a little sprinkle of chopped toasted hazelnuts goes on top as well. And that's from the fried chapter of my cookbook, Oysters.
I made fettuccini with Bluepoint oysters, mascarpone, roasted pumpkin, and sage. I mean, it's a great accompaniment for the oysters. We don't really cook the oysters, so they're still a little medium rare, and it goes really good with the pumpkin. It adds a little richness to it. Very simple, you know? Straightforward. Put the pasta, then we add a little bit of the water from the pasta, we combine it with, we just combine everything. That's all we want to do. We combine the mascarpone, the oysters, the pumpkin, and that's it. Then we're done.
About how long does it take to make?
The whole thing takes about, the cooking takes about 5 minutes. Roasting the pumpkin, cutting that takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So it's a quick recipe.
The recipe is, it's one of my wife's favorites, is Portuguese Grilled Oysters. Chorizo and onions, lightly cooked. Then we add some melted garlic butter and cover it with some cheese. Put it under the grill, under the broiler or outside grill, preferably, until the cheese starts to melt, the butter starts to bubble, some falls off into the flames, it goes gush gush, and it's absolutely delicious. Not very complicated. You don't want to make oysters complicated. You want to really serve your oysters naked or with a little bit of lime because you want to taste the oyster. As an oyster farmer, I'm passionate about that. But there's also nothing wrong with a good cooked oyster on occasion. So I grow oysters that start at about this size, right there. And I get them in the spring, early summer. By the fall, they're hopefully this size. And then they overwinter, I start selling them the following year. This is what a bay scallop looks like, which I have permits for and do grow occasionally. These are baby bay scallops. I also grow hard-shell clams. These are small ones from seed. I'm a farmer. I grow from seed versus a wild harvester. These are some of my Watch Hill Jumbo Lumbos, which are very, very on a large size. We don't sell those. We just have a few for special occasions and displays. So what else would you like to know?
Just tell me about the different taste of oyster.
Oh, there's a huge difference in taste. 95% of the world's production is not what I grow, which is a Crustacea virginica. It's mostly gigas. Virginica, particularly at Watch Hill, will have a very minerally, briny, taste of the ocean taste. A gigas, which once again I'm passionate, will more or less taste like cucumber and have a little bit more of a soft-boiled egg texture. So I recommend getting virginicas. I don't want to say more than that or I'll get somebody mad at me.
So hi, I'm Izabela Wojcik. I'm with the James Beard Foundation,
And today I was demonstrating one of James Beard's favorite recipes, which comes from the London Chophouse in Detroit, which opened in 1938 and still going. So this was a very simple spaghetti and oyster sauce recipe, kind of like a play on clams, you know, like linguine and clam sauce, but James Beard spaghetti and oyster sauce. And we're doing it here in Grand Central Oyster Bar, what better way? And the connection to this book that I'm holding, James Beard's All-American Eats, is that these are all the stories and recipes from America's classics, these incredible restaurants across the country that are mom and pop joints that specialize in something regional, all privately owned, and all sort of part of America's food culture. And the recipe that I made today was very simple. It requires 2 pans. You need a pan of hot water for your spaghetti, and you need a pan for your sauce. And the sauce is very simple. You melt equal parts olive oil and butter until they're kind of nice and bubbling. You add 2 tablespoons chopped onions, 2 tablespoons garlic chopped, and you let that just for a couple of minutes get a little bit soft. Then you add the liquid from the oysters. So I was using Bluepoints today. They're really huge and plump, and there's a lot of liquor in the shells, but you essentially need to make up either the liquid from the oyster shell or add wine or add clam juice, but you need the liquid. That's going to be the base of the sauce. You put that in the pan, you let it reduce a little bit, you season with salt, you add some fresh parsley, the chopped up fresh plump oysters, which cook quickly, so you immediately turn the pan off the heat. You put in your hot spaghetti, toss quickly, adjust salt, add a little bit more fresh parsley, fresh basil for that twist on the flavor, and plate and enjoy. It makes a nice light supper. Either a couple of, like the recipe calls and makes 4 small appetizers or 2 large entree plates. And there you go. That's James Beard's Chophouse spaghetti with oysters.
Performance out there today.
It's very strong, but I make it too hard, maybe I don't know when.
You checked a lot of them.
Yeah.
My name is Luis Iglesias. I'm from Mexico. Usually work here in the Grand Central Oyster Bar, but I have 1 year ago I'm done here.
And tell me a secret about oyster stuffing.
That's a secret. I not tell nobody my secret. Yeah.
I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the iconic Oyster Bar here at Grand Central Station. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and come on down and have some oysters.